Where do you see or hear English? مهمترین سوالی که هر تستی بخواید بدید ازتون میپرسن. درس 4 کتاب تاپناچ یونیت 1 هستیم. برو بریم. Lesson 4. Introduce someone to a group. For example, I want to introduce Amir to someone in the group. Well, in your life, where do you see or hear English? This is the most important question in any test. یکی از مهمترین سوالات تو هر تستی. چجوری جوابشو بدیم؟ یه سری اطلاعات باید داشته باشیم، یه سری کلمات باید داشته باشیم که بتونیم جواب امثال این سوالا رو بدیم که میخوایم توی این ریدینگ امروز با هم کار کنیم. Who uses English? چه کسانی از انگلیسی استفاده میکنن؟ This is Mitsuhiko Tanaka. It's his name actually. I can't pronounce it well. A computer programmer at an international publishing company in Japan. A computer programmer. یه برنامه‌نویس کامپیوتر در an international publishing company توی یک شرکت انتشارات بین المللی in Japan. توی ژاپن. He is originally from Sendai. That's a country or a city. I don't know. Let's go. But he works at his company's offices in Tokyo now. توی شرکت‌های توی اداره‌های شرکتش کار میکنه. توی توکیو. Where he lives with his wife. جایی که با زنش یا خانومش زندگی میکنه. Tomiko and their young son, Hiro. English is very important in our work. اولین کلمه‌ای که در جواب اون سواله میتونیم بدیم. English is very important in our work. Where do you see or hear English? از اینجا شروع میشه جواب. We use it to communicate with colleagues who speak many different languages at our offices all over the world. جمله طولانی که اصلا نمیتونی وسطش صبر کنی. چی میگه؟ We use it to communicate. جمله دوم. We use English to communicate, to speak to each other, to have relationship to each other. With colleagues با همکارها who speak many different languages. کسانی که زبانهای مختلفی رو صحبت میکنن. At our offices all over the world. که توی اداره های ما هستن و همه جای دنیا وجود دارن. Says Mr. Tanaka. از اونجایی که کتاب داستان انگلیسی بخونید همیشه متن رو گفتن بعد میگن کی این متن رو گفته. We also get visitors several times each year. هر سالم یه سری بازدید کننده میگیریم چند بار در سال توی یه سال. So we use English for our meetings. We use English for our meetings. At home, Mr. Tanaka gets new ideas about computing from websites in English on the internet. He also uses his English in social media. از انگلیسیش چه استفاده میکنه؟ توی سوشال مدیا شبکه‌های اجتماعی. To keep in touch with friends all over the world. To keep in touch. So, where do you see or hear English? Well, English is very important in our work. We use it to communicate. We use English for our meetings. And we use English to keep in touch with English people, foreign people, people who speaks English, visitors, tourists, a lot of people who can talk English. That's the part of the answer. اینم بخشی از جوابه. Let's go number 2. That's a she actually. Meet Leticia Marcos. I don't know. That's a man's name actually. She works as a financial manager for a Swedish automotive company in Curitiba, Brazil. That's a city of Brazil, I think, yes. She works. او کار میکنه as a financial manager. به عنوان یک مدیر مالی. به عنوان یک لغت خوبه ولی نه جواب سوال ما. For a Swedish automotive company. واسه یک شرکت خودروسازی سوئدی توی برزیل. Where she was born and raised. جایی که به دنیا اومده و بزرگ شده. So, Brazil is her hometown and her birthplace. Let's go. She's single and lives with her parents. I use English every day. A simple answer for our question. یه جواب ساده واسه یه سوال ما. Ms. Marcos says yes. اینو گفته منظور. We use it in most of our emails and meetings and for calls to Sweden. ما انگلیسی رو استفاده میکنیم واسه چی؟ Most of our emails. واسه بیشتر ایمیلامون and meetings و ملاقات هامون and for calls to Sweden. و واسه تماس هایی که به سوئد گرفته میشه. The US از آمریکا and France و فرانسه. In her free time, تو تایم خالیش این دختره. She likes to watch movies in English. It's good for my pronunciation. She says. میگه واسه یه تلفظ و pronunciation هم خوبه. If you really liked this video until now, please click on subscribe. Don't forget to comment and like the video for more videos of this book. Thank you so much. Let's go. The third one. This is Hamza Itani. That's his name actually. Names are hard, you know. اسمه سخت. An executive assistant at a 4-star hotel in Dubai. An executive assistant. That's a good word actually. That's a job. Let's see. It means دستیار اجرایی. Assistant دستیار. Executive اجرایی. دستیار اجرایی. توی هتل 4 ستاره توی دبی. In the United Arab Emirates, Mr. Itani lives in Dubai now, but his hometown is the city of Beirut in Lebanon. His hometown, it means, for example, he was 10 years old and he has been living for 5 or 6 years, so Lebanon is his hometown. At his job in Dubai, he uses English every day. Business travelers and tourists from many different countries stay at the hotel. Business travelers, it means مسافرهای تجاری and tourists, tourist فارسی, from many different countries stay at the hotel. And English is the most common language they communicate. Let's see, that's the most important answer. They communicate in. English is the most common language we can communicate in. انگلیسی یک زبون رایجه، مهمترین زبون رایجه که ما چه کار میکنیم؟ باش ارتباط برقرار میکنیم. communicate میکنیم یعنی. Sometimes our guests need a tour guide. یه وقتایی our guests مهمانان ما نیاز دارن a tour guide به یک راهنمای سفر. افرادی که مثلا راهنمای چیز هستن، یه مثلا چون تیمی که میاد خارج بخیار. And if I'm not too busy, اگر سرم زیاد شلوغ نباشه, I use the opportunity to practice my English. Use the opportunity to practice my English. I use the opportunity. Opportunity means فرصت. Don't waste this opportunity. این فرصت رو از دست ندید. Don't miss it. Don't lose it. So, opportunity means فرصت. I use this opportunity. من از این فرصت استفاده میکنم. You want to use this opportunity to learn English. To practice my English, this is the answer of that question. Let's go. When he's not at work, Mr. Itani enjoys watching English language TV. خب این یک فعالیتیه که حالا با انگلیسی انجام میده. این فعالیت شخصی حساب میشه. It helps me a lot, he says. میگه خیلی بهم کمک میکنه. It helps me a lot. So, the question is, where do you see or hear English? Let's answer ourselves. بیایید خودمون جواب بدیم. Well, English is very important in our work. We use it to communicate. We use English for our meetings and keep in touch with English people, tourists, business travelers, foreign people, and yes, English people. English is the most common language we can communicate. I use the opportunity to practice my English. These are the most important answer for that question. Let's see. Where do you see or hear English? Let's answer this question. Number 1. English is very important in our lives. انگلیسی خیلی تو زندگیامون مهمه. In our lives. Lives جمع لایفه. Life means زندگی. حالا میخوایم بگیم زندگی ها، میگیم lives. Number 2 or answer 2. We can communicate with English people and keep in touch with business travelers. That's it. We can communicate. ما میتونیم ارتباط برقرار کنیم with English people با مردم انگلیسی زبان and keep in touch و در دسترس یا در ارتباط باشیم with business travelers با مسافرهای تجاری. 3. English is the most common language. انگلیسی مرسوم ترین زبانه. حالا ادامه جمله. English is the most common language to communicate and or let's go number 4. I can use this opportunity to talk English every day. 4 answers for the question. Where do you see or hear English? این تو امتحان شفاهی و کتبی استفاده میشه. English is very important in our lives. We can communicate with English people and keep in touch with business travelers. 3. English is the most common language to communicate. 4. I can use this opportunity to talk English every day. Let's continue the book. Check all possible answers according to the article. میگه همه جوابای ممکن رو بسته به مقاله‌ای که خوندید چک کنید. Mr. Tanaka uses English. آقای تاناکا اون ژاپنیه اولیه از انگلیسی استفاده میکرد واسه چه کارایی؟ فعالیت هایی که از انگلیسی به کار گرفته میشد چیا بودن؟ To watch TV, to use the internet, with colleagues, to teach classes. That's with colleagues. این جواباییه که ما میتونیم بدیم. چرا انگلیسی رو استفاده میکنی؟ چرا یادش میگیری؟ اینا همه دلایل و جوابهای همون انسرهاییه که میتونیم به این سوال بدیم. 2. Ms. Marcus uses English at work, in emails, in international phone calls, in phone calls to other cities in Brazil, in meetings. In emails, in meetings. بقیه جوابان مهمه ها. In international phone calls or in phone calls to other cities. That's the answer of the question. 3. Mr. Itani probably or maybe uses English with hotel guests from Canada, Brazil, Lebanon, China. I think that was Canada. این سوال اونچنان مهمی نبود ولی یه لغت خیلی مهم توشه به اسم probably. What's the meaning of probably? Probably means maybe. But maybe is 50-50, but probably means yes, you are going to do it. شاید هر دو معنی شاید میده، اما maybe 50-50، probably 80-30، یعنی 80% احتمال انجامش بیشتره. I probably go home now. I am probably going home now. احتمال زیاد یا شایدی که احتمالش خیلی زیاده، من الان دارم میرم خونه مثلا. Let's continue. So Mr. Tanaka, Mr. Marcus, Mr. Itani. Occupation, lives in, hometown, married or not. درک مطلب ما از ریدینگ بالا چی بوده؟ شغلش چی هن؟ شغلاشون چی بودن؟ میتونیم شغلاشون رو بنویسیم. شغلای جدیدی هم داشتن، مثل executive assistant که نفر آخری بود، Mr. Itani. Marcus was I don't know, what was it? She works as a financial manager. به عنوان یه مدیر مالی کار میکنه. Mr. Tanaka in Japan, from Japan, is a computer programmer at an international publishing company. توی شرکت انتشارات بین المللی. That's not important. Married or not? Yes. He is married. She's not married. And he is married. Yes. Let's continue. We have two persons or two people here. A woman and a man. Look, name this. Nickname, Kiki. Occupation, pilot. Hometown, birthplace, age, 41. Favorite actor, favorite sport, author. And she as well. و ایشون هم همینطور. مشخصاتشون رو نوشته. حالا توی جمله پایین میخواد به جمله بندی کنه، میخواد توی جمله بیاد بگه که اون کجا زندگی میکنه، چند سالشه، جمله بگه دیگه، به عنوان یه مثلا کارت نباشه، اطلاعات اونجوری نباشه. This is خودشو که میخواد معرفی کنه. For example, this is مهدی. This is Victoria Wang. Yes. But everyone calls her what? Her nickname. Everyone calls ولی بقیه چی صداش میکنن؟ nicknameش رو صدا میکنن. Vicky. Vicky is her nickname. She's what years old? Yes, age. She is 22 years old. She's a what? She's a occupation. Her job. She's a where is it? Yes, photographer. Yes, photographer. Ms. Name Victoria lives in, where does she live? Hometown, birthplace, which one? Hometown, birthplace is where she had been born. So, hometown, Wuhan, China. Yes, we can write China. She lives in China, but she's originally from city called birthplace. Same? Yes, same. So, her hometown and birthplace are the same. پس هر دوشون یکی هستن، یعنی جایی که به دنیا آمده و جایی که بزرگ شده. Her favorite actor is Will Smith. So, Will Smith is here, and her favorite sport is tennis. Let's go number 2. Enrico Cruz, Mr. Cruz. Meet. What does meet mean? Yes, that's nice to meet you. ملاقات. Meet means ملاقات کنید. Meet Cruz, Mr. Cruz. He is a occupation. Yes, he's a pilot. So I can write here a pilot, for example. And he lives in hometown or birthplace. کجا زندگی میکنه؟ تو hometownش یا تو birthplaceش؟ birthplace جایی که به دنیا اومده. Hometown means he can live there. جایی که توش بزرگ شده، پس احتمال زیاده که اونجا زندگی کنه. Hometown, Mexico. So I write here Mexico. Yes. Everyone calls him. It means his nickname is Kiki. So everyone calls him Kiki. His hometown is, yes, Mexico. But actually, he was born in where? Birthplace. Yes, Spain. That's Spain, Español. Her favorite actor, his favorite actor, I'm sorry, is which one? Favorite actor? Matt Damon, Mr. Damon. We can write Damon like this. That's it. His favorite sport is soccer, football. Mr. Cruz is what years old? Mr. Cruz is, yes, age 41. That's all. Now, it is about you, and I want you to comment your information in comments. For example, what's your name? Write in the comment. What's your nickname? Write on it. Occupation, hometown, birthplace. For example, in the comments, you write for me, or under this video, you write occupation, student. Yes, I'm a student. Hometown, birthplace. Maybe most of you are from Iran. Yes, you live in Iran. You are from Iran, and your birthplace is Iran or your city. Next one, age. You can write your age. For example, you can write 23. Favorite actor. Yes, me. Favorite sport. You can write soccer, tennis, volleyball, football, everything. I write tennis. Other means اطلاعات دیگه‌ای که شما میخواید بدید. پس نتیجه چی شد؟ توی کامنت ها مشخصات خودتونی که میخواید توی کتاب وارد کنید توی کامنت ها برای من مینویسید. دمتونم گرم. Okay, if you want to learn this lesson better, I recommend you to watch this video on the screen. Click on it right now.